Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be Rush and SOULKEY for you here on Neo Sylphid. It's an RJB replay. Let's check it out. Top side, it's going to be a Terran player. It is a Rush. He did really well in SSL 2, and he's done very well in some ASL tournaments as well. Bottom right, it is the Bonjour, the current Bonjour. It is SOULKEY. Alright, so how does Rush slow down SOULKEY here? This is a DEF CON 1 replay from RJB, which just means it is epic. And yeah, so I lost my voice yesterday. Kind of scratchy today as well, but I'm glad it is back because I did miss casting StarCraft when my voice was gone. It was a longer day without casting StarCraft, I can tell you that much. So, if you're watching this, check out the live streams. I am here 6 days a week, casting your replays, casting professional replays. We're doing some live games as well every single day. Free-for-alls, UMS maps, big game hunters, all of the classics. So show up if you want to hang out with other StarCraft fans and Falcon Paladin. 6 days a week, man. The times can vary, but I do post what time it's going to start at least 24 hours in advance here on YouTube. So here we go. Barracks coming up. Walling off. It's going to be Barracks. 1 Rax expand here from Rush. And it's going to be a hatch first here from SOULKEY at 11 supply. Excellent. A little bit of an earlier one, but that's okay. Here on Neo Sylphid, based on the map, you know it's a little bit of an older replay. Maybe from 2023 or 2022 or so. But SOULKEY was a monster back then. Rush was a monster back then. So I don't think it matters, right? Right. Steve the SCV hunting out and scouting the correct direction based on where the Overlord showed up. And the Overlord knows where a Rush is. So, a little bit of serendipity in this early stage of this game. And yeah, like I've been saying for a while now, tanks. Tanks are the answer to Zerg right now in the meta. Hydralisks hiding in Dark Swarm. The answer is not Marines. It is tanks. Splash damage does still affect stuff inside of Dark Swarm. Alright. So we'll see if Rush is going to go full SK Terran or maybe open up mech. I don't know. But based on the fact that there is no refinery on either of these Vespene geysers, I feel like we're going to be out of luck here, but a good transition into mech. We will see. Yep, there's the expand, there's the no gas, there's a second Rax, yeah, so. And the lair. So it's going to be a 2-base Mutalisk against SK Terran opening. You know how this goes. You know so very well how this goes. And I know how this goes as well. There's the refinery, but it's going to be 4 stim and +1 attack and range for the Marines. Are we going to do a little move-out timing here? A little weird move-out timing here for these Marines, Rush? I kind of feel like SOULKEY is ready for it, right? Because weird move-out timings for Marines has been a thing for a couple of years now. Royal's good at it. And let's see if Rush is good at it as well. So why are we out here? To see if there are lings, right? And the SCV knows. Alright. So there are a lot of lings here. Got 2, 4, 6. Ooh. 8 of them. Trying to hide these ones. And metabolic boost not quite done. Spire on the way. Run, Steve, run. Metabolic boost is going to finish, and then your minutes are numbered. There it is. Metabolic boost is done. Goodbye, Steve. We hardly knew you. Can you imagine if the little rockets off the back of the SCV actually did some damage? If a Ling is chasing an SCV, and it's just like taking a little bit of roasting firebat damage every time it gets too close. That would be fun. Comsat, cool. Stim, also neat. And the Lings aren't getting in the house, that's for sure. So no weird timing move out here. Spire, yes. Hatchery, yes. Second gas, also just getting saturated now. Yes, good scan, sees that saturation level. Creep colony will probably not be turned into a sunken unless this move out gets serious, right? You don't want to spend time making sunkens. Oh, never mind. He's going to do it. He feels like it's serious. SOULKEY has read this move out by Rush as being 100%. Let's be ready for it. He's going to come down before the mutas pop, right? Because that Spire is not done yet. Lings have got to deal with this. Sunkens have to deal with this. 2 Sunkens should be enough for now. If there were maybe 6 more Marines here and a couple more medics, it'd probably be a 3 Sunken setup on the defense there. But no, not so much here. +1 attack coming in. Range attack. We called all this stuff already. We know how this works. It is a +1 flyer here from SOULKEY. So he's throwing up 4 mutas. Oh, he got the Sunkens out. Okay, so he forced the Sunkens out. Didn't lose anything. Didn't have to. Oh, this is a great opening from Rush. I really feel like if you force the Zerg player to get these Sunkens down, it sucks. It really sucks for the Zerg player. There's the scan. Sees the macro hatch. Sees no quick rush into a Queen's Nest or anything insane like that. That's a good scout. So, yeah. It's going to be turrets. Probably 3 turrets per mineral line, I would say. 2 now, yes. But honestly, third one would be useful against the number of mutas that are coming from SOULKEY. This Firebat, I don't know where he's going. I like how they walk. They kind of walk with their arms stiffly out to their sides. I bet that's how they have to walk, right? They can't do anything else. Okay, we're sacrificial, I guess. We're going to see if the Sunkens are operational, question mark. Third base coming in left side here. Probably going to be this high ground spot. Based on drone trajectory here from SOULKEY, I like it. Muta's going to jump in. And before we get too crazy with the mutas, quick word from our sponsor today. Today's sponsor is Polls It. Today's poll is, can Rush win SSL Season 2? He's got it in him. What a handsome guy that is. He did well in SSL 1. Can he reproduce that and do even better in SSL 2? Yes or no? You can leave a comment here. You can like the poll. You can share it. Right? You can share with people. You can copy the link. You can share a QR code. And I do StarCraft 2 polls as well, but if you don't want to see them, you can go to this channels here, right? And only see the Brood War content instead of the StarCraft 2 content as well, mixed in with the Brood War. Who's your favorite Falcon subscriber to watch on the live streams? You can vote on what was your first rage quit in Brood War. If you show up and create an account using an email address or a Google account, it is free to sign up. And if you follow me there, I will follow you back. And you can make your own polls as well. Anthony here is the idea man behind Polls It. He's just one dude, not a corporation. And so yeah, sign up for Polls It. You will not regret it. Now back to the cast. And thank you for that sponsor. We didn't miss a second here. Mutalisks still ready to go here. 6, 7 of them. Rah, Mutalisk down. Or Mutalisk down. Marine down. Also, I imagine a Mutalisk will die here eventually. There we go. 1 Muta is down. That's the one I had selected, of course. What terrible luck. +1 flyer attack coming in. More Mutas on the way. SOULKEY is taking these Mutalisks extremely seriously today, and so is Rush. Yeah, he's got a group outside. He's got a little bit of a group inside. Not so much, actually. And Rush is like, you know what? We can fight this. Oh my gosh, the stacking control. The Muta micro is too good here. He has enough Mutas to 2-volley down a missile turret, which is a big number. Oh, Lings roll in and snipe down the turret. No, Rush. No, Rush. We can't. We can't do it, Rush. No. All right. Rush says, time to go. I'm supply blocked. This is bad times. Can I kill this third base of SOULKEY's? Absolutely you can. Unless SOULKEY does an incredible job of shutting this down. Which, ooh, nice pickoff. Beautiful reaction. I mean, can't do it any better than that if you're Rush, can you? Third base desperately needs to be held. I'm not sure if that's enough Mutas. They do have +1 attack, which helps a lot. It's a full 11 stack. There are no Lings for support. Unless you count this group up here, which you probably should. Rush is a little bit paralyzed. Doesn't know where to go. Doesn't know if he wants to move. Queen's Nest coming in from SOULKEY. And maybe some Valkyries. Do we have an armory? It is. It's Valkyries. Here's the jump on, and here's the wipeout of Rush's entire army. He does make enough Lings and enough Mutas to save the day, but it's 27 drones to 46 SCVs. However, we're not moving out anytime soon as the Terran player because that army got wiped. The Valkyries cannot get here a second too soon because these Mutas are mean. These Mutas are looking for blood, and the turrets can only do so much. Picking off the dude trying to build the bunker. Another dude jumps on to take his place. This is definitely an intense replay. Jumping in the Valkyries. No, the Mutas don't recognize they're getting Valkyrie splashed until it's too late. They have to get out of there. The Lings try to win the day. Get inside the bunker, Marines. I know you don't want to be inside the bunker right now because these guys are getting attacked outside of the range. There we go, inside the bunker. Causing issues. I don't think SOULKEY was ready for that Valk hit, man. He didn't know those Valkyries were going to pop exactly when they did. He lost a bunch of Mutas. These ones are so injured. I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. We might have to turn them into Guardians and park them up here at some point. But guess what? The Valkyries are here. 4 kills on that. That means 4 Mutas are down, man. Those aren't Overlords. Those aren't Scourge. Those are Mutaless kills on that Valkyrie pilot. And as always, one of the major benefits from the remaster they gave to us in 2016 is the fact that Valkyries can now shoot properly. There was a weird bug with them where they couldn't shoot properly, and so they were never used. And then it fixed it, and maybe it was just the unit limit. I think that was a big part of it. Extending the unit limits available in a game made it so that Valkyrie projectiles would not be the first thing to be shut down once we reached a certain unit limit in Brood War. But I think there was something else too. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, that hive is coming up. Rush is on a timer. He needs to kill something. Lurker's top of the ramp. Problematic. Valkyries. Don't run into the Scourge. Do not run into the Scourge. It's a very delicate dance here for both players. Scourge versus Valkyries. Do we make more Mutas? Or these are the injured ones. These are the previously injured guys. Oh gosh, big time. Great micro here. Oh, wait. Stopped microing. Okay, 2 of the Valkyries died. That was actually pretty terrible stuff. Still alive. Couple kills on that Valk. Third base coming in here from Rush. Taking this position. Fine place to go for a third base against a Zerg player on this map. Nidus Canal coming in. A Defiler Mound on the way. Adrenal. Heck yes. You bet your bottom dollar there's Adrenal on the way. Should never doubt Adrenal being on the way. Here we go. Oh, are we going to add tanks? Come on. Terran players are like, please. Please add tanks into this composition. Dark Swarm is almost here. Consume's going to get started here very soon. Scan recognizes any lurkers at this base? Yes, definitely 100%. And a 4th base coming in too. All right, 4th base. Loving that. There's the Consume. Here's the completely silent factory building nothing at the moment. Come on, Rush. I mean, at this point, I like rooting for the underdog, right? And Zerg, especially SOULKEY, is on top right now. So, yeah, do I main Zerg? I do. Do I like Zerg a lot? I do. But I'm rooting for Rush here because my innate sense of underdog kind of overrides that at the moment. So, honestly, though... Oh. Tanks. Okay. The man is building siege tanks. We believe in adding tanks to this comp a lot. Dude, Lings with Adrenal jumping up on this. That's a cancel. That is a canceled command center. Quite possibly. Hold on. Marine going to try to save the day. Lings running into the 3rd base too. Trying to snipe that ComSat, which is pretty rad. Marines jumping on that as well. So there's enough Marines to respond to the Ling threat here. Didn't lose either of those bases. I mean, wasn't going to lose this one. A cancel on this was fairly likely, but he was in position in time to shut it down. So, we're getting siege mode. Excellent. More scanning. I don't know what you're happening. Like, what? I don't know. Like, what are we trying to figure out here, right? Nothing. There's nothing you're trying to figure out here. We got macro hatches, there's defilers, there's hydras. I guess you're trying to see if there's hydras running around or if they're actually lurkers running around. This base is actually pretty vulnerable. And again, placing tanks, bam, that hatch is probably going to die if you can get some tanks down there, which is easier said than done against SOULKEY. More scanning, trying to see what we're dealing with. Pre-splitting against the possibility of plague because plague is on the way. It was a nice accidental alliteration from Falcon, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Extremely accidental. I don't do puns on purpose, and I don't do alliterations on purpose most of the time. Science vessel down. Come on, you got to keep these guys alive. You're not getting up this ramp without some really good irradiates or maybe some siege tanks. That's just the truth of the matter. Where are my tank boys? There they are. Bring them. Bring them to me. Bring them somewhere. To this group maybe. Anybody could use some tanks on their team. SOULKEY is trying to get a 5th base down this left side. He's hiding the drone. Rush is not coming down close enough to actually see it, but he should probably check anyway. No, Scourge. No. Nice snipe there. There's the Dark Swarm. Irradiated. Defiler goes. Boop. I guess maybe just waiting to see what happens there. Another scan. He keeps scanning. Yeah, not a bad idea. Towards this area. Here come the tanks. And this is where your bases are in a lot of trouble. Sieging up. Not in range to hit that hatchery, but the hatch goes down to the Marines anyway. And yeah, we're trying to go Hydras. This is something that came in last year, right? I don't know who introduced it. First game I cast was Jadong versus Flash with this whole thing, where a lot of Hydras were coming into play for the Zerg against Terran instead of Ultralisks or a lot of Lurkers, right? Okay, Dark Swarm is here. We're swinging up. Is there enough? Oh my gosh, yeah, all the tanks are dead. Dude, Rush, you got to protect the tanks better than that. I know there were Lurkers and Dark Swarm there a minute ago, but dude, the tanks are kind of key to this whole thing. I guess this hatch died. They kind of did their job, right? It's a 4-basing, technically only a 3-basing SOULKEY versus a 4-basing Rush with a 5th base coming up. Dude, free Lurker is free. A little bit careless there from SOULKEY. Irradiate. Plague. Ooh, up all over a bunch of those science vessels. 2 of them, actually. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. SOULKEY can't go home. I don't think there's a path. Wow. Economically, I don't think SOULKEY can retreat from this spot. I really don't. Dude, it's 185 to 118 supply. I know. Oh, nice force of cancel there, too. I know Zerg is really good with Dark Swarm and Plague and stuff, but economically, I don't see it. I do not see how SOULKEY comes back from this position. What an incredible display of expanding while attacking here from Rush. This is a way to get back into the game. These cracklings on top of your 5th base, majorly problematic. Hydras fighting against your Plague Marines and Science Vessels, also very good. Hydras suck against Marines with stim unless they're plagued, and then the Marines die very fast. Okay, saved the 5th base. 69 to 47 workers. Zerg player wishes he was at 60+ workers right now, but that's not really happening. He does get a 4th base down here, but it's minerals only. Zerg needs that gas, right? Zerg's going to do good things here. He needs the gas. I think my voice is going, but... Oh, good snipe on the Plagued Science Vessels. Oh my gosh, Muta's coming in against the Plagued Science Vessels too. No, the Science Vessels must live. Oh, they really must live here. New 5th base coming in left side. A drop! A big drop here inside the main base. Going after the spawning pool and the extractor. And Firebat going after some drones. Got no kills there whatsoever. But this is a big play. Spawning pool dead. Extractor getting target fire. And finish the extractor! Okay. Alright, we're not finishing the extractor, I guess. That's totally fine. Good grief. Alright, well, sure. This is a very, very weird game. 186 to 103 supply. I don't know if the supply is lying here, folks. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. These Marines are dead, yes. Good attack this way. Fire Bats, not great against Hydras. That's another reason the Fire Bat meta came about. Big swing up the right side here with the Hydras, and the Lurker's going to try to shut down this third base. Fourth base. No, Rush. Do not get pulled apart here. Do not leave your tanks exposed. I like that you're going after this hatchery. I really do. And he does. He gets the hatch. The Dark Swarm Lurker Firebat inside there doing his best against these Lurkers. And he gets them. He gets all of the Lurkers there. Absolutely fantastic showing. The tanks are unsupported. D-Matrix on the tanks desperately, though. Really, really nicely done there. And I think that's it. 194 to 86 supply. Zerg player SOULKEY losing this base. And yeah, guess what? Add tanks into your comp, Terrans. What did I say at the start of the game? I said add tanks to your composition. It's gonna go well for you pretty much every time. I'm not guaranteeing you a win if you do it, but dude, it's so good. It's so good. These Marines, they've got 3-3. The Lings, no attack upgrades for these guys because the Hydras have been taking those, I assume. Yeah, +2 on the Hydras. This is not big, scary Zerg stuff. This is little Zerg stuff. Hey, the drop in the main base again. Extractor finally goes down. GG, SOULKEY taps out. And our guy Rush is our victor. Yeah, that was good. Rush gets the win against SOULKEY. Terrans everywhere. Super, super happy, man. Absolutely happy. That's exactly what we need to do against Zerg Terran players. Excellent work there by Rush. Just an incredible TBZ for you today. I know it was 20 minutes instead of 30 or 40, but you know what? The 20 minutes games can feel like 40-minute ones if they are jam-packed enough, and that's what this is. Incredible RJB replay. So check out Polls It. Link in the description. Sign up. Falcon gets a kickback. Help him pay his mortgage. And check out RJB as well. RJB in the house. YouTube channel link in the description. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed. Man, that was just so good. The Valkyries. I do think a lot of this hinged on this early Ling Muta attack that SOULKEY went for. I think he thought he had the game won right here. I do. He was burning down this bunker. Turrets were dying all over the place. SCVs were dying. 2 Valkyries popped out, and bam, the Mutas didn't recognize they were getting hit by Valkyrie rockets for too long. Most of them died. The remaining 6 had to flee, and then the Lings alone couldn't manage it, and Rush stabilized. And from there, just beautiful expansion timings, getting into siege tanks. The first drop was great. The second drop is the hammer, right? Getting this space up, holding it, getting this space up, holding it, killing this hatch twice, and really only allowing SOULKEY to have this and this outside of his natural. Great macro, great dropping. I mean, he did everything super well here. This is the Rush. This is the Rush we know. That was impressive. 138.9 supply to 117,000 supply here. SOULKEY outproducing the Zerg, getting outkilled by the Zerg by a much wider metric there. Look at that. Look at that 2-to-1 kill death ratio from Rush. Buildings raised, pair of negligible, and this is way too close for comfort if you are a Zerg player, man. That is a, yeah, Rush outspent you. So it's not even that it's close, it's an outspend by Rush. We've been seeing this a lot, honestly. A lot of Protoss, I mean, Terran outspending Protoss, or Terran outspending Zerg and being like, huh. That's not going to work out for anyone ever. So that's a GG, and that's going to be it from me. This has been the Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of what? StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.